If you're over 60 and you want a simple, daily food plan that supports long, healthy living, you're in the right place. Across Japan, especially in long-lived regions like Okinawa, you'll see a short list of everyday staples that show up on the table again and again. They're not fancy, expensive, or complicated. They're humble foods that support heart health, gut health, brain function, and steady energy. In this video, I'll count down the 5 Japanese-style staples to enjoy every day, or most days, plus an easy plate formula and a 7-day rotation so you can start immediately. The title promises a lot. To be clear, no food can guarantee you'll live to 100. But these habits are associated with better aging and longer health span in large Japanese communities, and they're practical to apply. This is educational, not medical advice. If you have allergies or medical conditions, like thyroid disease, kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, or if you take blood thinners, talk to your clinician to personalize the plan. Before we jump in, 2 principles Japanese elders quietly practice: variety and hara hachibiyu, the habit of eating until you're about 80% full. Think colorful plants at every meal, modest portions, and slow, mindful eating. With that in mind, let's count down from number 5 to number 1. Stay to the end for a simple day-by-day template you can copy. Staple number 5 is whole grains, especially a mix of rice and barley. A classic bowl in Japan is muji gohan, white or brown rice mixed with pearled barley. This boosts fiber and beta-glucans that support heart health, gut bacteria, and steadier blood sugar. If you enjoy rice, make it work for you. Rinse your rice, add 1 part barley to 2 or 3 parts rice, and cook as usual. If blood sugar is a concern, use more barley and consider brown rice or a smaller rice portion beside a bigger pile of vegetables and protein. Another excellent option is 100% buckwheat soba. Check the label, many soba noodles are blended with wheat. Whole grains add gentle energy without the crash, and they pair perfectly with soups, fish, tofu, and vegetables. If you're gluten-free, choose brown rice, buckwheat, or millet. If you're sensitive to grains, a small serving still counts. Think half a cup cooked alongside a plate full of plants. Staple number 4 is the vegetable rainbow with mushrooms, every day. Traditional Japanese meals layer many small vegetable sides: leafy greens like spinach or komatsuna, crucifers like cabbage or daikon radish, orange roots like carrot and kabocha squash, and earthy roots like burdock, gobo. Add mushrooms, shiitake, enoki, or shimeji for umami and unique fibers that feed your gut. Aim for at least 2 to 3 packed cups of vegetables across the day. Keep it simple. Quickly sauté greens with garlic and a dash of sesame oil. Simmer carrots and daikon in a light broth. Toss mushrooms into miso soup. Pickled vegetables, sukmono, add crunch and helpful microbes. Just choose low-sodium versions or make your own with vinegar, not excess salt. The goal is volume and variety: more colors, more textures, more plant power. If raw salads are hard to digest, lightly cook your vegetables. Warmth often feels better for mature stomachs. Staple number 3 is fermented foods, especially miso and natto. A small bowl of miso soup most days is a classic Japanese habit: a warm, soothing broth with miso paste, tofu cubes, scallions, and a bit of seaweed. It brings beneficial compounds from fermented soy, supports your gut microbiome, and makes vegetables and grains easier to enjoy. Natto with fermented soybeans is a stronger taste that many elders swear by. It's rich in vitamin K2 and other unique nutrients. If you like it, enjoy a small pack on rice with mustard and scallions several times a week. If natto isn't your thing, stick with miso soup, plain unsweetened yogurt, kefir, or lightly fermented veggies. One note: miso can be salty. If you have high blood pressure, choose reduced sodium miso, use less paste, and add more vegetables and tofu to your bowl so the overall dish stays heart-friendly. If you take warfarin or another blood thinner, natto is not recommended because of its high vitamin K content. Ask your clinician. If you're sensitive to histamines, start with small portions of fermented foods and notice how you feel. Staple number 2 is seafood and sea vegetables. Small, oily fish like sardines, mackerel, and anchovies are rich in omega-3 fats that support your heart, brain, and joints. In Japanese kitchens, they're often grilled, gently simmered, or served as canned fish packed in water or olive oil. 3 or 4 ounces is a great serving, and 2 to 4 servings per week is a realistic target. If you enjoy fish most days, choose small species to minimize mercury exposure. Balance it with plant-based omega-3s like ground flax, chia, and walnuts on days you skip fish. Sea vegetables, like nori sheets, wakame in soup, or a small piece of kombu used to flavor broth, bring minerals, including iodine, plus iodine-free fibers that feed your gut bacteria. A little goes a long way. Think 1 to 2 nori sheets or a small handful of wakame rehydrated in soup. If you have thyroid disease, be mindful with kelp and kombu. Too much iodine can be an issue. Choose nori or modest amounts of wakame and check with your clinician. If you're allergic to fish, skip seafood and focus on soy proteins, beans, and plant omega-3s. Staple number 1, the daily habit with a huge payoff, is tea, especially green tea. In large Japanese cohorts, regular green tea drinking is associated with lower risk of several major diseases. The ritual itself also slows you down and pairs naturally with lighter, calmer meals. Brew sancha or bancha with hot, not boiling, water and steep for 1 to 2 minutes for a clean, gentle flavor. Sip 2 to 3 cups across the day, preferably after meals. If caffeine bothers your sleep or your heart, choose low-caffeine options like hojicha, roasted green tea, genmaicha, green tea with roasted rice, or decaf green tea. If you have iron deficiency, avoid drinking tea right with iron-rich meals, have it an hour later so you absorb your iron better. Clean water counts, too, keep a glass nearby and sip. Lunch can be buckwheat soba noodles tossed with steamed broccoli, edamame, and a light soy ginger dressing. Dinner could be mackerel, fresh, frozen, or canned, with a warm cabbage-carrot salad and a small sweet potato. On day 3, try warm oatmeal with toasted sesame and a few berries, then at lunch enjoy a tofu and vegetable miso soup with rice barley mix. Dinner might be a veggie-heavy curry with carrots, onions, and mushrooms over rice, plus a side of quick cucumber salad. On day 4, have a natto bowl on rice with scallions and mustard if you like it, otherwise scrambled tofu with onions and greens. Lunch could be a tuna and avocado salad wrapped in nori sheets. Dinner might be grilled sardines or a plant-based option like tempeh, with sautéed spinach, mushrooms, and brown rice. On day 5, rotate in roasted kabocha squash with a dollop of plain yogurt or miso tahini sauce, soba noodle soup for lunch with mushrooms and wakame, and a simple veggie tofu hot pot for dinner. Day 6, go light with miso soup and fruit in the morning, a sardine veggie rice bowl for lunch, and a mushroom cabbage stir-fry for dinner. Day 7, keep it simple with tea, fruit, and nuts for breakfast, a buckwheat noodle salad for lunch, and a baked salmon or tofu sheet pan with carrots, onions, and broccoli for dinner. Throughout the week, sip green tea after meals and water between meals. Adjust portions to your appetite and stop at about 80% full. Grocery and prep can be easy. Cook a pot of rice barley mix once or twice per week and keep it in the fridge. Wash and chop a few vegetables, cabbage, carrots, leafy greens, mushrooms, and store them in containers so they're ready to toss into a pan or soup. Keep a tub of miso paste in the fridge, a stack of nori sheets in the pantry, and a bag of frozen edamame for quick protein. Choose canned fish packed in water or olive oil for convenience. Stock green tea you actually enjoy. If you love the taste, you'll drink it. With these building blocks in your kitchen, you can assemble a longevity-style meal in 10 minutes. Now, a few adjustments for common conditions so you can personalize this plan safely. For high blood pressure, focus on vegetables, mushrooms, fish, and unsalted nuts. Use reduced sodium miso and go light on soy sauce, brighten flavor with rice vinegar, lemon, ginger, and herbs. For diabetes or prediabetes, emphasize non-starchy vegetables, choose smaller grain portions, and lean on the rice-barley mix. Barley's fiber helps flatten blood sugar spikes. Aim for protein and vegetables first, then grains, and take a short 10-minute walk after your larger meals if you can. For thyroid conditions, enjoy seaweed modestly and prefer nori or small amounts of wakame. Avoid large kelp and kombu servings unless your clinician says it's okay. For people on blood thinners, skip natto and keep your vitamin K intake steady day to day. Your healthcare provider can guide you. For gout, limit anchovies, sardines, and organ meats during flares, and hydrate well. Choose salmon, tofu, and beans instead. For kidney disease, some seaweeds and soy products may need limits. Work with your dietitian. Let's quickly cover common mistakes so you can avoid them. Don't drown healthy meals in salty sauces. Use small amounts and add flavor with citrus, ginger, garlic, and sesame. Don't make grains the star of the plate. Let vegetables and protein lead. Don't skip fermented foods entirely. Just a small bowl of miso soup or a few bites of pickled vegetables can help your gut. And don't rush meals. Slowing down, chewing well, and stopping at 80% full are quiet longevity levers you feel immediately. These small choices, repeated daily, are what add up over time. You might wonder how soon you'll notice a difference. Many people feel steadier energy and better digestion within a couple of weeks, especially when they add vegetables, fermented foods, and tea while reducing ultra-processed snacks. Cholesterol and blood pressure changes take longer and depend on your overall pattern, but the direction is often positive when you shift toward these staples. The goal isn't perfection. It's a gentle, repeatable rhythm you can live with for years. Let's recap your daily checklist so it sticks. Aim for a bowl or serving of whole grains like rice with barley or buckwheat noodles. Pile on colorful vegetables and a handful of mushrooms. Add a fermented food like miso soup or a small serving of yogurt or natto if you use it. Include seafood several days a week and sea vegetables in small, regular amounts. And anchor your day with 2 to 3 cups of green tea, adjusted for your caffeine tolerance. Layer in hara hachi bu, stop at 80% full, and light daily movement, like a 20 to 30-minute walk. This is the quiet formula you see in the kitchens of many long-lived Japanese elders and doctors: simple, plant-forward, mostly unprocessed, with modest portions and calm rituals. If this guide helped you, tell me in the comments how old you are and which one of these staples you'll start today. If you want a printable one-page checklist and a short shopping list, comment the word longevity, and I'll share it with you. For more practical, senior-friendly health tips, please like this video and subscribe. One last reminder, your body is unique. Use this as a foundation and personalize it with your clinician if you have medical conditions or take regular medications. Start small, stay consistent, and let your meals be simple, colorful, and satisfying. You don't need perfect genetics or complicated superfoods, just the right daily staples and the calm habit of stopping before you're full. Here's to long, healthy years ahead.